to 10?
Yes, I did. Got new power.
I was doing that, but then I forgot.
But you can do the stats roll up at least. I'm not actually sure how the rules work.
For what?
For leveling up the stats, I just do what the character builder tells me.
Yeah, generally
Yeah.
policy.
Do you have abilities to knock enemies prone?
We should have coordinated, shouldn't we?
Because I deal +5 damage against prone enemies now.
I do have one daily that knocks an enemy prone. I used it on Anna, I believe, 2 weeks ago.
Rangram should have an abundance of abilities to knock things prone.
Uh-huh.
Well, Rangam, start talking. What you got?
He has an at-will stance that slows anyone he hits, and whenever he hits a guy who's slowed, he knocks them prone. So if he hits anyone twice in that stance, he knocks them over.
I'm trying to figure out which one it was.
And it doesn't have to be the same turn?
The other one? No, but if I do that, I don't have hammer hands, and I love hammer hands.
But +5 damage.
For you.
Hammerhead
For
is
you.
situationally useful.
That would be a lot more useful at level 11. Because I'm taking that paranoid path that lets me push enemies and put them aside an ally to get a free hit.
Anyway, when last we met, you guys had explored throughout the library, spent a vast amount of time digging around the magic scroll. It basically functioned as basically Wikipedia, which I noticed when I was editing that episode that you didn't say Wikipedia, you said Wikipedia, you bastard. Didn't notice during the game.
Intentional.
It's just like my other great joke. Gnarly.
But has never discussed that as being a great joke. Anyway, you managed to find a fairly hefty amount of information. You found out a bunch of things about Noloth and his various machinations and dealings.
As his half-brother, or his sort of brother.
It's brother in quotation marks. Technically, they're both part of the same previous whole thing.
So they were Tiamat, who was then
Who got broken apart, yeah.
Okay.
During a conflict with another god who no one actually knows which one. Something that involved being hacked apart a lot.
Nobody wants to admit.
You fucked up. No, you did.
No, it wasn't me, man. I swear.
You done fucked up, boy. Anyway, you found Anna's living quarters. You found a somewhat depressing sketchbook. You found a cooler full of meat.
Yeah.
Cooler full of meat of questionable origin.
The other bacon.
You see, I
The other bacon.
I respect this D&D.
There's bacon, and there's turkey bacon, and there's the other bacon.
Because if I ran a game where there was human meat right there, I know a player would have just went.
Really?
Probably
Not even
me.
Azazel?
Well, you see, the difficulty there is if he was running a game, I would be playing it, and I would probably totally do that. If only to freak him out. After exploring around in there, you found a couple of ritual scrolls, which I think you basically defaulted to giving to Morgan.
Wow.
The only person who uses rituals.
Here, let me see for a second. Just puts it in the bag without even looking at it.
Ah, here, let me see that. I didn't say I'd give it back.
Pretty much.
You made that assumption on your own. After that, you headed down a different corridor and you found all the most of the watch scouting party who had been chained up to a wall. You also found a cogwheel that turned out to be part of the soul engine, made from oh so long ago, then blew up, which Azazel probably stuck in a bag. Shockingly. You sent the party back with Darius to be escorted back to their buddies. You went ahead with Hawklight and found the cathedral, I guess you would call it, of Novola. Sitting on his little pyramid, having holy water poured on him constantly. Probably to his great irritation. You showed us, perhaps, sensible reluctance to walk anywhere near him. You did manage to find Nina, collapsed at the foot of that step pyramid, and managed to get her Hawklight to carry her back to safety. You explored around, you saw something scuttle away down some stairs on the opposite side. You went up to follow it, and you found a large skeletal disembodied hand that was attempting to get through a door, which Rangram attacked with a grappling hook.
And succeeded to my
And
chagrin.
succeeded.
And Azazel neutralized.
Yes. Neutralize. Heavy air quotes. Yes, Azazel made the perhaps unwise decision to touch the Heart of Shadows to be a part of Noloth, the guy who made that thing. Turns out, Might not have been the best idea. Well, done now.
It's too late now.
The hand immediately collapsed at this point, and the skeleton in the cathedral itself seemed to be somehow less imposing, almost as if it was empty.
Gee, I wonder why.
I can't imagine where that could have gone. You eventually made your way back to the watch contingent, the remaining member of the Sky Pillar Mages. He made a pass wall spell to get back through, so you didn't have to go through burning sandfield again. Morgan, what's your passive insight?
Passive insight is 22, I believe. I don't think that's changed. 22. Yay!
What's your initiative modifier?
Initiative modifier. I took the improved initiative feat, so it was 9. Speed of 6. I keep forgetting my mount. So I'm just gonna summon my mount now. My mount has a speed of 10, actually. What'd you guys do with the horses that we took back from the burial site?
Probably set them on fire, I don't know. Knowing this party.
Just scared them away somehow.
Wit might have eaten his. Hard to say.
I traded them to the other barbarians for trinkets.
Morgan, you do notice something a bit odd about the Sky Pillar Mage. When he's asked to help him get back to the portal, it takes they sort of have to ask him a couple of times. He looks kind of groggy and out of it.
Huh.
Like his eyes aren't really focusing correctly. Like they have to actually tap him to get his attention. And then when he is casting the spell, he does it kind of slowly and again with a sort of list. Like he might have a concussion or something like that, or he might be drunk. After certain members of the party decided to share a keg with the entire contingent.
Don't blame me.
Yeah, ring room.
Now, who could have done that?
You could have done that before, after our mission was over and people had time to drink and get wasted.
Morale was low.
Does he seem a little bit happier though?
No, he just sort of seems groggy, kind of out of it. He seems to be able to still cast though. I don't know, all those long nights in Magic College attempting to do your test drunk. Eventually, you make your way back through the room with the two automatons, one of which you sort of got into a shambly working condition.
Yeah.
It moves kind of slowly still, limping along. That one was gouty, the other one was pokey.
Oh.
Get a little gouty.
It gets stuck for a moment. Take out my shovel.
Does raise an interesting question. Are you going to walk around town with the thing covered in spikes and blood, or are you going to, wash it and maybe take the spikes off?
I'm going to probably commission people to come down here and clean them all up before bringing them up to the surface.
Time to go to the golem wash.
Wash your own corpse robots here?
You might want to take the spikes off. Because any sufficiently knowledgeable mage who sees that is going to know what it is.
Completely harmless.
There's some particular reason you're walking around with a necromancy tool. A really creepy one at that.
I got it.
I stole it.
Good
Good answer.
I found it in a tomb.
I found it in the underground somewhere.
It followed me home. Can I keep it?
It fell off of the back of a truck.
It fell off the back of it.
It was in the back room of a dungeon. I think Morgan's a little bit squeamish, so she's gonna probably send someone down to clean off the corpses and dismantle the spikes.
Like the idea that the process of fixing it, you didn't take the corpses off. It's just like, they're fine.
Nah, they're fine.
Also, then I'd have to touch them.
I know, exactly. It's not like I have a mage
You
hand.
tried, you pulled them off, but then it just went.
Not worth the effort.
I'm gonna have to get around that piece of programming somehow. Anyway, I believe you guys decided to take an extended rest down here once you met back up with Derek Bishop and the injured watchman you met in the second room way so long ago. So you guys are back up to full. And
Does that include dailies?
yes, it includes literally everything. Basically, erase your character sheet. All your powers come back, all your hit points come back, all your surges come back.
Okay.
And you get reset to 1 action point.
Commission someone to clean an unskewer, gougy, and pokey. Good.
Well, Pokey's broken.
Oh. Scavenge for parts to repair
Kind
it.
of beyond repair. But yeah, you can scavenge parts off them.
What happened to when we left the place and there was all these?
Yeah, that happens later.
Ah,
That's hitting this sort of oddity where I probably shouldn't have allowed it, but I was kind of in the process of just speeding along through something and said you guys came out and got surprised by some thugs. And then I think Alden randomly said, couldn't we have taken an extended rest? I probably shouldn't have allowed it at that point. But whatever. It also runs into the secondary problem that those guys are mainly attacking you because Azazel's a dick. And now he's not here this session. So I'm debating whether they'll even be there at all. They are going to be there because I drew a fucking map for it. So congratulations.
Things always happen, you know, in
It just
proportion
means
to
that the opening of the
DM's
match will
effort.
consist of them shooting Azazel immediately and knocking him unconscious.
At which point the rest of us says, "We don't know him."
That's what he gets for not being here. So you guys are going to sleep. What are you? That's a question. What are you doing about Azazel? I believe you had suggestions of tying him up.
Yeah. So there's 2 unmovable rods.
Mm-hmm.
We arrange it so that the ropes won't slip off of it. We'll just tie them to both the arm and leg.
How are you arranging it so they don't slip on? Because I can think of a way you could do it, but it would require using both. You could put them together and slash them together, so that you can't. It basically becomes a little anchor thing.
Right.
But then you would only have one.
Like this. Roof, wall.
Hang on. It is a movable rod, so you could wedge it in there enough so that it wouldn't slide off.
Put the rope in there. Tie one arm, the leg, the other arm, and the leg. And go. You comfy? No.
No. Very uncomfortable.
If you're tying him like that, I'm going to say he's not getting the benefit of an extended rest. Because he's not going to be able to sleep.
Well,
like
he
that.
just trances though, eh?
Yeah, he's not going to be able to do that if he's hog-tied.
Can we just put him in a room somewhere?
Where?
And then with the unmovable rods just jam the door?
Yeah,
Then he
the
can
door
rest,
could just
right?
break. No, wait, but it could just set the ropes on fire. Damn it!
Yep.
You break through the
Wait,
door, but the
wait a
rods are
minute.
still.
Yeah, there is that
The
slight
rope
problem.
is fireproof.
There's that slight problem.
The rope is fireproof.
It's fireproof to an extent. You're not sure if it can stand up to the level of fire Azazel can generate. He might be able to actually overpower it. But yes, splaying him out like that would mean he's not getting an extended rest.
Does he need an extended rest?
I think he would appreciate one, because otherwise you're basically depriving someone of sleep forever.
Well, he only needs like 4 hours, right?
If he is
Just imagine the complaining Azazel would do.
That's true, because I mean, unless you gagged him, he's going to be bitching at you the entire night. You're not going to get any sleep either.
Let me Google a bondage guide. There must be some way to get this working.
No way, he has a net.
We'll go back to the
So,
Wikipedia.
it actually only searches nearby books, but disturbingly it does turn up a book. Which means someone in this room is carrying around
So we
a
can hang
bondage.
him from the ceiling.
You then realize that it's actually Azazel's book.
But Azazel has a net.
The complete guide to
We can
drown
make some
bondage.
sort of hammock it can't get out of.
You could also just like tie
Take
his hands
turns.
together. A good one for if you're worried he's going to cast spells is to basically tie his wrists together like that and then tie his fingers together with twine so that he can't actually make gestures. That's the sort of traditional screwing the spellcaster's method.
He can also kind of
Also,
circle.
if you're in a slightly more sci-fi-ish setting or one in which you have sovereign glue, you can basically just glue their palms together, which is a really dickish way of doing it.
I can still bend my fingers a
No,
little
it's
bit.
like super glue across all the fingers and palms and you go smush. It's like,
The only reason it wouldn't work in Eclipse phase is because of the disposability of the characters. Somebody with enough strength would just go, rip! Done, let's do this.
just like rip. It's a part of a hand over here. Ever you buy it.
No, it's actually a clean rip, and that palm's actually completely on this hand. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah. Oh, Eclipse.
Let's just say we deal with him somehow.
No, I want an actual answer.
Right. Well,
Which
if
should
he's
give you a
willing
hint
to
as to
use-
whether or not something's going to happen.
Okay, crossbars and movable bars. Ropes coming down from that, and it's kind of a hammock, so he's up like that.
Are you suspending him?
Yes.
Again, not getting sleep if you do that. If you leave him on the ground with just like his arms and feet sort of elevated like that, I'll allow that, although his hands are going to be sort of sore and loss of blood in the morning,
Well, so okay.
which is going to suck, but he will be able to sleep.
Well, you know what? Let's get him tied up so that he's secure, but he can't sleep. And
And
then
we
we'll
can take
sleep our
turns
8 hours.
guarding.
We'll sleep our 8 hours, and then he can sleep his 4 hours, and we'll just like walk around and do nothing for 4 hours.
That works. Sure.
Well, he does have a net.
Morgan's
He's willing
sleeping.
to
Morgan,
use
folks,
that.
let's just get him done.
You know, get out of his vague holding.
I'm going to bed. Good night, guys.
Well,
You figure this
for me to
out.
suggest the obvious, but there is a thing that D&D parties traditionally do, which is called keeping watch.
Yeah.
I just suggested
Where
that.
We just take
one
turns.
of you just stays awake and watches him.
I just said
But then
that.
he might murder the person taking watch, and then we're fine.
Well,
Have you seen what I can do?
The thing is, you can tie him up in a more normal way by just like tying his wrists and feet together and like tying him to a pole or to some immovable rods or whatever. Just do like the X thing and then just like tie him to those so that he can't like wander around anywhere. And then just have someone watch him.
Wait, but okay,
Morgan's
you
concentrating.
put the
I'm
arms in the
sorry.
back.
You don't need
Like,
to make this more
I
complicated.
know I asked for
People
like I know
walk
I
in
asked
front.
for specifics, but you really don't need to make this insanely complicated about it.
No,
We'll take
I
turns.
just need an idea of what you're doing.
I
We'll
got
just
it.
take turns.
So, you tie the hands in the back, you know, whole spellcaster dickish way. And then you get the immovable rod, put it right here, tie it on him, so he can't push the button.
That works.
And, is he wearing laced shoes?
Possibly, probably.
This is to, you know,
Are you gonna steal his shoelaces?
No, I'm gonna tie them together.
Just extra security, you know? Just.
Yeah, because that'll stop him.
yes.
If he does get taken over by a centuries-old Dracula lich of unfound intellect, I'm sure he won't notice that.
Come on, when do dragons ever wear shoes?
That's actually a point.
They'll get on time and go, ha! Thunk! Stupid humans.
Anyway, I'm gonna assume you tied him up in a somewhat more sane fashion.
Thank you.
Basically tie his hands like this together, and then tie his feet together and tie him to something, probably.
Okay, fine then, just keep the immovable rods to myself then.
I know you're eager to use those for something. just put one here. Put him against the wall, put one here, one here. And you can't so you can't move without choking yourself. Just put him like that so it gets the carotid arteries, so if he tries to move he just passes out from blood from blood not going to his brain.
Yeah, sure. Why not? That works.
Just leave him sitting against a wall like that with his hands tied up. Can't go anywhere.
Very unhappy. Very, very unhappy.
There are a lot of things you can do with two immovable rods in this game.
Do you want to know what I'm planning to do with them?
No, I really don't.
It's sane.
I doubt that hype.
Anyway.
Yes. Moving on. Throughout the night, as you're variously keeping watch, I don't know what order you're keeping watch in, it doesn't really matter a great deal.
I guess we'll go first.
As you see Azazel doing his sort of thing where he's, normally, you've seen him do this before, where he just sort of sits quietly staring. Like occasionally he blinks, but he's very much sort of zonked. You do know that when elves do this trancey thing, they are still aware of what's going on around them. So like if you go to flick him in the eye, he will notice.
Catch you.
Either catch
And
or
flick
not.
you in the nose.
Although
Yeah.
not in this instance because he can't really move his head. So he'll probably just call you an asshole.
No. You see, I would have a mug of ale and a
Something
long straw. So
odd does happen. And Ranger, you can actually roll me a heal check because it happens on your shift. I'm going to say you're watching first.
22.
Azazel is asleep, not in trance.
Hey?
Something drow don't do.
That's... Uh-oh. That's
Like his eyes are
not-
shut and he's sort of snoring lightly.
That's not him. That's not our Azazel. He's too asleep.
You suddenly have a dwarf shaking you awake.
What? 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 Who is it? What?
You magic him. Let's use your. What is he doing?
He looks like he's sleeping. I'm sleeping. Something I'm not doing anymore.
That's true, because
Turns
you just
over.
woke up, so you're just like, what the hell are you even talking about?
He
What's all
looks
this
like
noise?
What's all this noise? Morgan probably goes back to sleep. You're gonna have to explain a little bit more.
I think the elf drow is sleeping.
Did you just call him a Dralf? Like a dragon elf?
Elf drow.
Oh.
Don't be ridiculous. Drow don't sleep.
You're suddenly being dragged closer so you can hear him snore.
A little bubble in his nose comes out.
Yes, he totally hasn't noticed folks.
Okay. At this point, Morgan's a little more awake now. He's like, that's not usual. Is there any other physical differences between drow and not drow? What species was
Define not drow.
Drow is
Yeah.
A lot of differences between, say, a drow and a carrot.
Difference between a drow and an eladrin.
Platinum? Apart from the dark skin and hair, drow do not have solid colored eyes. They often have red or purple, or I think they can also have green eyes.
Well, if we touch
But
it,
they have more normal looking iris eyes. They also trance like eladrin do. They're usually a bit more skullduggerous, although not necessarily evil in this setting. Usually it's more that they grow up in a culture where certain activities are considered allowed, like murdering someone who annoys you, or stealing things from somebody who doesn't adequately defend themselves from it.
I think he's faking it.
He could be faking it.
Like,
oh, if he's sleeping instead of trancing,
if that's not him, but he doesn't know the drow don't sleep, maybe he's pretending to sleep for a guard to go down.
because he's still.
Right, slap him.
Maybe we
I
flick
first
him.
check to see if his hands are tied.
They're tied.
I slap him.
Alright, you slap him harshly across the face.
I was like, no,
He
they
immediately
don't.
wakes up when you hit him and swears at you in drow. In the language you recognize as the drow tongue. And if he was here, I'm sure he would bitch you out continuously for a minute. He seems to be himself, though. He also did respond in drow. So if like you think that Noloth was taking him over but didn't know drow don't sleep, that would leave a hole as to why he knows how to speak the language then, unless he did it magically.
Okay, good point.
And if he did do it magically, how could he do that with his hands tied up?
Interesting.
Dude, you were snoring.
What?
No, straight up sleeping, eyes closed, snoring.
I don't sleep.
You were. That's why we slapped you.
You didn't see me.
No,
go
you
slap
slapped
him.
me because you're a dick.
Well, and that.
Think about like,
But mostly because
think of it like this. You didn't see me go and slap you.
I did.
What? You did?
Yeah, you wound your arm up and hit me across the face.
which hand?
Whichever hand you hit him with, he does name it correctly.
Oh, okay.
Was his eyes closed during this?
Yes.
You guys woke me up for this?
That's certainly a puzzler.
Something's wrong here. I don't trust him. Keep an eye on him. In an hour, it'll be my turn to watch. If I can get any sleep.
Ever.
Never. Morgan will go back to sleep. You guys do this.
At the you slapping of Azazel, though, a couple of the other watchmen and
Wake up a little
such
bit.
do wake up and like look over and go, what? Sort of like apparently in some degree of alarm, but then they go, oh,
Oh.
wait, why are you hitting
The
me?
crazy people just being crazy.
Can we hit him too? I also don't like drow.
Is that what we're doing now?
I'm also racist. Can I punch you in the stomach?
No.
Morgan, you do notice pretty much everyone woke up and looked over. That mage, again, didn't.
He's still
He's still
zonked
asleep.
out.
Can I look him
Like,
over?
he didn't wake up from it.
Can I look him over? Heal check. 18.
As you go over to him, I'm guessing you're just sort of like, what, trying to shake him awake kind of thing?
No, just like check.
He looks like a sleeping guy. Try to wake him up.
I have
Just
this,
shake him
I
awake.
have, no, I have this rule. You don't wake up someone that could cast fireball.
You could just whisper fire behind his ears and see
In
if
the
he comes
immortal
up.
words of me, vampire test, kick. It's a reference to a World of Darkness game I played in which the test for any person who appeared to be asleep to see if they were a vampire or dead, to see if they were actually dead, was to kick them really hard in the ribs.
If we ever play World of Darkness, I'm stealing that.
If they're a corpse, they don't do anything. If they're a vampire, they do. Although then your problems sort of begin.
Yeah, it brings about a different set of problems.
I believe traditionally the technique is shotgun loaded with phosphorus, pointed at face, and then someone kick it.
I'll make a note of that and check it out in the morning when I'm less groggy. And if that guy is still really groggy, like maybe he was drugged, maybe he was mind wiped somehow, maybe he was under some sort of magical influence.
Could be. The rest of the evening passes fairly uneventfully.
With no further waking up of
I
Morgan.
say evening, it's underground.
It's
You have no idea what time it is.
People
really.
are sleepy.
You wake up, presumably untie Azazel, who appears to be still miffed for you hitting him in the middle of the night, but otherwise fine. Would you like to head out?
Yes.
What's going on with the guy that was groggy and sleepy.
When other people are waking up, he sort of sleeps in a bit, but he does wake up on his own. He wakes up in sort of an... How close attention are you paying to him?
I'm a little bit more attention now because this is like well, I've noticed him twice being sleepy now. So we'd actually kind of go over and talk to him. It's like, hey, how's it going?
Well, if you're sort of going over and keeping an eye on him, when he wakes up, he does so like this. Like his eyes just sort of snap open and he immediately sits up. He does do so in sort of a not really paying much attention to what he's doing, kind of almost like someone who's sleepwalking. But he does appear to be awake. Goes, sorry, what? He looks at you.
How was your sleep?
Fine.
Sorry for waking everybody up last night with all the commotion.
Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't notice. I sleep pretty heavily.
Has that always been the case, or just because we're down here and no sunlight,
Oh,
etc.?
well, he's doing the same thing I'm doing, where he's staring directly at you.
It's like,
and not
like
breaking eye
mechanically
contact.
blinking at like a set interval.
Kinda, yeah.
Is there some sort of arcana check where I can see if he is currently under other people's influence? Because I remember when we were doing the drop, you know the assassin sister, she was kind of under like a sort of like a mind control kind
It's
of.
funny you should mention that. He's behaving almost the same way.
That's
Same
what
sort
I was
of
kind
robotic blink
yeah.
interval, kind of
Yeah.
shambly, almost robot behavior.
So I'm guessing people are going to try and eat at this point, and I'm just going to keep an eye on him and like kind of across the room a little bit. And so that's kind of what I'm noticing is that he's kind of behaving robotically.
During breakfast, he's doing the same thing they sort of did where they ate, where it
Yeah.
looks like they're just sort of going
Chew
through the
5
motion
times.
of doing things.
Yeah.
Chew this many times, swallow, not really showing the indication of tasting
Tell
anything.
these guys.
Weird. That is very weird. I don't trust him.
Why was she under control when we met with the sister, the assassin sister?
You didn't find that out.
Yeah.
They left and you didn't follow them.
That is very weird.
Although I believe one of you did get a vision of Karos, the guy you were following, getting attacked by the actual assassin you met before, the brother of that lady, who apparently wanted to ask him some questions, but that was all you got before that vision ended.
Is there any other spellcasters?
Here? No, he was the only one who survived.
Can you detect magic?
I will also tell you, however, Nina is still unconscious.
Oh?
What about the...
She seems to be, she's alive, but like she's almost like in a coma or something. You're not sure what's up with her.
What about the guy that I would presume to have a comically long mustache?
He is also still unconscious. Although actually this morning it does look like he's sort of starting to rouse.
Very interesting.
Raises the immortal question. Do you let him wake up or drug him again? Both good options. Right?
That was a long stick.
Rangram, you're not getting any far realm readings from your arm, are you?
From the guy? What's the guy's name actually?
Major Walton Clopton Wingfield.
Walton?
Yep.
Walton.
You can tell he's got it memorized.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Does he respond to like small talk, like while we're eating, and then we're just passing him?
Oh yeah, like as breakfast goes on, it seems like he's coming out of whatever he was under the influence of. He's waking up.
Bacon.
Bacon. Bacon. Rashness. Fantastic.
Interesting.
Oh, no.
Pass that here. Pass that.
No.
One of the watchmen was like cooking his own breakfast. Like, hands it over. Starts cooking again.
That's like the third
I
time.
see someone taking in some frozen meats. Like, no.
Wait, where'd you get that? I found this cooler full of it over there. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wait, the
That
person
is
that's being weird.
Walton.
Which one?
Walton.
Let's
Not
say it's a little Walton
Not
or the
Walton?
mage.
The mage.
Nina?
What happens if we try to converse with spirits with him?
With a live person?
Could that work?
You're not sure?
We could give it a try.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Come back from the coma.
It doesn't look like it has any particular effect. You sort of activate your ability to talk to.
Does it work on like one of us?
I think it lasts for like 5 minutes when you activate it that way. So. Attempting to do it with other people, it also doesn't work.
Oh, okay.
Like basically, the way it works is when you activate that ability, it gives you the ability to hear when like an inanimate thing is talking. It otherwise is the same as carrying on a conversation with someone. So if they can speak normally, they just speak normally.
Well, that's my bag of tricks, unless I have to punch him.
You might as well not waste it and look in the future.
No, you already did it.
Yeah, I spent that power.
Like you got information from doing that. That's not what he's not possessed by some object kind of thing. That's like saying, I attack, you miss. I don't use that attack. No, you did.
You totally did. You just used the attack.
You're not that cleric paragon path that gets the powder where it's like when you miss with the attack. Time rewinds, you don't lose the action, you don't waste the attack.
My next character's a cleric.
I think it's Divine Oracle has that as its 20th level daily or something. It's awesome. Anyway, anything else you guys would like to do or head up?
Oh, ask Talklight about it?
About what, the mage?
Yeah.
Well, you point out the fact that the mage is behaving strangely. Hawklight does go, She tells you she'll keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
When they're down here.
I tell her she's behaving like someone else we've seen who's under mind control, who was under the influence of the Ebony Claws. Or no, not the Red Cloaks, I believe.
Alright.
Yeah.
She will tell you that she'll keep an eye on him and have a couple of people follow him and see if he goes anywhere. And
He doesn't go in the back of a procession, for example. He could be in backstabbing position. Someone be watching him at all times.
Alright, we'll put him right behind us.
No!
Some might say suspiciously close to us.
Well,
We get him to hold
Let's
all
head
our
out.
stuff.
And you guys wanted the watch guys to stay down here for like an hour before you left, kind of thing? So it's not apparent that you're leaving
Yes.
with them, right? Well, when you get topside,
I'm getting the weirdest feeling of deja vu.
There might be combat coming out.
that's D&D, you're crazy.
It's the Umbrella Corporation, run!
Yeah, after I drew that, I kind of noticed that. I was like, wait, damn it.
Shit, there's gonna be zombies down here.
I know what feat I want. There is a feat which lets me ignore difficult terrain, earthy types, like rubble and stuff.
I actually think I could ignore rough terrain if it's plant related.
Oh?
Hey, can I see your sheet guard, the boots thing? I'm curious how they work. Okay, it does just say plant.
Yeah.
Because
So it's like
that
a bush.
Because that actually has some interesting synergy with the power you have, which you have not used yet, which lets you create a massive plant life. Because you can create a massive plant life, which he can then teleport.
Cool.
Because the hedge does technically count as a plant.
Although I have to be 4 squares to it.
Yeah.
And
When in combat are you really that far away from Rainbow? Let's be honest.
Touche.
Anyway, some explanation of this. These little hash marks around the buildings here, rather than usually when I do that it indicates that they're impassable, this is meant actually more to indicate that there's like an eave of a roof there, like it's slanted, and it goes up to. The roofs here are actually flat. This one I have not demarcated a height on, but these two are actually 40 feet, same as this one. They're 40-foot high buildings.
Okay.
These 3 guys here are sort of small, little, more like
Shack
hut kind of
kind of
things. They're
things.
only 10 feet high. These 2 are buildings where that big bone titan came out of the ground and smashed sections of them. So these are actually like floors of the building inside that are exposed. So like there's 10 feet to that floor, another 10 feet to get to that one, another 30 feet, that's the roof. So this one is basically a 2-story building that had like a section of floor taken out.
And we just came out of that
Yeah,
thing?
this is the big hole in the ground. This is the ramp. The arrow just indicates that this is the top of the ramp and that goes into darkness down there. So you guys are basically starting anywhere on this ramp or in a space adjacent to it.
Probably right here.
Or in a space adjacent to it.
That guy?
That is literally like a tent, like kind of like a kiosk. It's like a pole with a bunch of notices stuck to it that has like an umbrella over it
Oh, okay, I
to
see.
keep the rain off. It's basically like a, hey, post your random bills here as you pop out of the ground. These guys are called Motown knee breakers. That seems appropriate. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Anyway, as you come out of your fairy holes, these guys are actually probably more like this kind of situation here.
Slightly hidden away.
Yeah, like basically as you come out of the hole into the daylight, you see this familiar guy standing in the middle of the road, who's good old Billy, the stoner. He's got very bloodshot eyes currently. He looks like he's on something. And when he sort of comes out, these other guys sort of pop out from behind their various buildings.
It's the stoner.
And there are 2 ladies up on these rooftops who are holding bows.
I see.
These 2 guys with the scraggly hair are holding just big clubs with like nails in them. And these 2 little guys here have a pair of knives each. This guy actually has a big sword. And he does in fact yell at you saying, no more, no, you don't get to fuck with you anymore. This time I got friends. And it looks like he's directing that at Azazel, and I'm gonna say basically right off the bat, these 2 shoot Azazel and he falls unconscious. He takes 12d10 plot damage.
Plot damage.
He then falls down the ramp into the hole. Out of sight.
Sure. Works for me.
Quick, everyone look absolutely nonplussed about this.
Nah, he had it coming.
I was like, wait, yeah, fair enough.
Wait, aren't you his bodyguard? Why aren't you more mad about this? He didn't pay me.
Alright, initiatives.
I forgot to bring dice. I rolled some dice, please.
20 here.
This is ridiculous.
Let's see, that would be 27.
Sorry about that. 22.
If I use the vines on the floor, would that be considered difficult terrain for people?
I'm gonna say yes. People other than you.
Yeah.
You and your friends. Ranker, I just wanted to show. I'm gonna say that they had a surprise round, but they spent it shooting Azazel.
And shouting at us.
And coming out of their various hiding spots.
Yes. 3 days, 3 days.
So I'm going to look at Billy and go, "Hey, Dylan!"
I don't get the reference.
It's not a reference, I'm just saying his name wrong.
Ah. He does not seem to care.
Wait,
You have a hammer. Use it.
Also a big wooden fist.
He's already hammered. You're just finishing the job.
Anyone can make a heal check.
oh,
I will also
16.
I will also accept nature.
23.
Alright. His bloodshot eyes and general aggressive attitude, which is rather in antithesis to when you first met him, are pretty indicative of using a drug called dragon blood, which makes you aggressive, strong, tough, and tend to ignore being, stabbed and shot with crossbow bolts.
Anybody else that seems to have that condition?
These two, with the scraggly hair, look like they're pretty heavily on it. These two littler guys with the knives, they look more jumpy. They're sort of twirling their knives around a lot, which is indicative of something called snake eye,
See?
which tends to make you quick but very jumpy.
I see.
Doing some quick math figuring.
yeah, because apparently this clean growth thing is like an 8. Is this
That's
this
a
like
wall.
But you said I could use the vine thing on the floor.
Yeah, but it's still patterned like a wall.
Yeah.
Like it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, for example.
Oh,
Like it makes a line,
a
basically.
line.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a line that is 8 squares long, each square which must be within 8 squares of you.
Right.
And at least one square of it must be adjacent to you. Also, when you do walls, you can't do diagonals with them. They have to be like that kind of thing.
Cardinal.
Yeah,
Right.
basically.
I finally have a term for that. I never knew it.
Right. I'm going to. Wait, is that a minor? No, it's a standard action.
You could also use it to, say, throw it up that wall so that someone could climb up there, for example. Or you can just shoot at her.
You can just use your grappling hook and pull her down, too.
That would be the first thing I would do.
Always a solid plan.
Yep.
Or plan A.
I'm going to use.
Plan F is always fire.
I'm going to use that grappling hook.
Sure.
Critical.
Got her hooked. You want to make the athletic check? Your strength check? Oh yeah, you beat her. You handily beat her.
Donk.
Did she go all the way across the side there?
No.
No.
You want to reel her all the way adjacent to you, or just
Yeah.
up to there? Yeah.
Is she
So we
prone?
can pound
She's
on her.
very prone.
Yes! Bonus damage time!
Oh, goodness. Goodness.
27 points of damage. Alright. She's not happy with you. Oregon.
I will hit the person in front of me with my, I'm not sure why I can use my crossbow as a melee weapon. But it says I can. So,
What are you looking at?
yeah, apparently magic weapon says melee or ranged weapon.
I think it means you can target a melee weapon or a ranged weapon or
Oh,
whatever
okay.
with it.
Okay. But I will hit her.
You can also just shift back a square if you don't want to provoke.
Half in the rampy area.
Sure.
20 versus AC.
No.
Do not hit her.
Oh, don't worry, that's my job.
Yeah.
Wit.
Well.
That's going to take a while to guess.
Move up 1.
Yep. Move up 1.
Move it to flank.
Hit.
Flanking's +2.
Although she's prone anyway, so she grants combat advantage regardless.
Okay.
So if wanted to, you could do it there and then save your move in case she dies.
Good point.
Well, that-
26 AC.
Oh yeah.
With 21 damage plus the 5 from Headman's Chop. 26. And a power strike.
And a power strike.
An additional 12.
Nice.
38 in total.
Well, she's very bloodied as you bring your axe cleaving down basically right into the middle of her leg, nearly sever it.
Action point swing again.
Sure.
30.
30 anything hits anything.
Yeah. So 25 damage.
Right. And that swing actually lives up to the headsman's job name, as you do take her head.
And now that I've used up my action points, I get bonuses to my saves.
Woohoo!
Right. Right. Well, one of the archer ladies is dead, so she doesn't get a turn. But the other one's alive.
I'll avenge you. Sheila.
I will avenge you, other lady,
Other lady,
whose name I don't know.
whose name I don't know.
She does not avenge very effectively. She takes a shot at you, Morrigan, but it just sort of buries itself into this umbrella stand on the other side. The two guys there are like, hey, watch it. Right. Billy! Billy boy.
Come at me!
He does. He comes right at you. Move and charge. 17 on the die. That's gonna hit you. You take 28 points of damage as he comes running at you, screaming, and just
Yikes.
horks his big greatsword right into your leg.
28, damn.
Yep.
Also, Frostwolf penalty's not thrown.
Saw that coming.
It's like my only trick. Cut me some slack.
Kids. That one sort of moves along, hops down onto the ramp. This one sort of hops down next to you, Morgan.
Yep.
The one on Wits. 29 AC.
Oh,
Yeah. That's totally hits.
It's hard.
Is that a melee attack?
You take 20 points of damage, and it is a melee attack.
Yeah, goodness.
As they get bonus damage when they're flanking their lurkers.
Guess who's bloodied? Backlash tattoo.
Ah, good.
26 AC
Oh, yeah.
and 24 damage.
Nope.
And then power strike that.
Alright.
For an additional 5. 29 total. I don't take too kindly to that kind of play.
Doesn't like being stabbed. The other one is going to go after Morgan.
Okay.
He probably does not hit you. 23 AC?
It does hit. That is
Yeah.
terrible.
Nice. You only take 11 points of knife in the butt damage, though. Stabs you right in the butt.
You know what? I will energy conversion and immediately interrupt it.
Okay.
I still get hit. Wait, no, that's not the right power. There's one where that lets me uses power when you're the target of a melee attack. You teleport to.
Oh.
I will
Is it interrupt?
teleport. Yes.
When you're targeted, so you don't get stabbed.
Okay. I don't know where to go to save. What's going on with this guy again?
That guy's prone.
Okay.
He's about to be
You
in
knew
so
what?
much pain.
I'm gonna be maybe over here with my group.
Scraggly hair, guys. Rangram, you're getting some love. 27 AC on you, Rangram.
My AC is 27, so
So you get
that's a hit.
Right. You take 16 points of damage as that gentleman just gets you right good in the shoulder with his nail bat. The other one is on wit. Not a great roll. That is 25 AC.
My AC is exactly 25.
Aha! This is the
Nice
war of
roll.
me exactly tagging everyone.
Yeah.
Alright, 12 points of damage. Baseball bat to the kneecap.
Baseball bat.
The one place I'm not armored.
Alright, Rangram, you're up.
Thing is, I have a plan, but when it comes to my turn, I don't suddenly have a whole bunch of other plans. And I forget the plan I wanted to do.
So all sorts of things you can do.
Escalate.
Yes. Even more damage I'm about to stack.
Alright, I'm going to try to be a little creative here.
Don't move, Billy. I got plans
No,
for
I'm
him.
not going to move Billy. I'm just going to wedge those immovable rods right at his waist so he can't get up.
Oh, what?
No.
Can that be used as an action, I guess, hey?
You need two hands to do it, and you're wearing a shield, though.
Ooh.
It takes a standard to take
Just
the shield off.
swing, dude. Swing. It's what you're good at. You don't need a gimmick in this battle. You just need to drop them.
Well, the thing is, he likes doing creative stuff.
And they're insane.
Which, see, ordinarily I'd let him get away with it, but I'm trying to get him to do a specific thing that he's been thoroughly pissing me off by not doing for about a month and a half now.
Are you talking about that vine thing?
No, not punching people.
Oh.
I gave you a magic fist. You've never used it. It's annoying me.
Dude.
No, not my style. Punchy
My
guys.
goal is to turn you into a treant. You keep insisting on using equipment.
Wait a minute. I have a hammer arm and a rather stiff other
Tree
arm.
arm. Just smash the guy in between.
So,
put 2 and 2 together.
It's almost like I gave you a fist that worked as a hammer and an arm that worked as a shield. Now, why would I have done that? Weird.
Okay. This revelation, I'm going to throw my hammer at this guy.
Go for it. That's it. Hits.
I should have rolled damage with it.
I don't think your hammer does a d20 damage.
13 damage.
Alright, so 13 to that kid. Hurl your hammer directly at him. I'm gonna say it hits him in the face. Because screw that kid.
Action point, Splinter Fist.
Punch him.
Alright, Splinter Fist power attack.
Can I go first before you?
What you gonna do?
Move these guys closer to you.
Oh, it's not just
See.
if you can. Although I don't think that does damage to him.
Oh.
No, it just shoves him away from you.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so I don't get D-padded.
Oh, okay. Oh.
It's a way of evading precisely this.
But you can boost my damage.
Also worth keeping in mind, it's a jump, which means you can clear vertical distance with it.
Does it not damage them then?
No, I also do a
Push
basic
does.
attack.
He basically leaps into the air and comes down with his axe on somebody. On some unfortunate.
And I already do +5
Just
to
the one
that
guy?
prone guy.
Just the one guy, or everybody that's adjacent
One
to you?
guy.
20 to hit.
On
But you
that
want
guy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Get damage boost because I already am boosted against
Sure,
this
why
dude.
not?
Okay, alright, let's do that.
We got the escalation die going. Let's one hit bloody. Let's do this.
18.
And this is -2 because it's not the +2. So.
Yeah, your magic fist counts as a +2 and wherever.
Okay then. 17.
17 damage.
No, not 18 plus 9, 27.
I was wondering about
20.
that.
22.
I was about to write it up like, wait. 27 damage to Scrag number 2. That's the name, by the way, Scrag. Right. You give him a good solid punch right in the gut. He sort of doubles up. Oh.
Oh, I feel like I got hit by
Are
a
you-
tree.
are you-
Do these two count as slow now?
Um,
Does it defend the line?
that guy does.
Huh.
Doesn't work with the hammer throw. But that guy's slow.
Get that guy prone.
Morgan, next to a guy with a baseball bat with nails in it.
I'm going to.
I don't know why I have such love of that particular thug weapon.
You know what? I don't know
It's
what game it'll be,
efficient.
but I will become proficient in a nail bat. I don't know what game, but you give me the chance, I'll do it. I'll be like epic tier nail bat.
I need to get adjacent to you to give you that nice buff, though. Unfortunately, so I.
And if I move away from you, do I? No,
You
what was
still
the
get
eye
it.
thing?
You still get it.
The eye thing.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do that.
There's also the fact that if you move away from that guy, you provoke from him, but that triggers
Yeah.
Nargrim's Defender Aura. If he actually swings at you.
So I'm just gonna move away from him so it provokes.
Sure. Right,
And then I
take a
can,
swing at him.
then I can cast magic weapon and buff you guys.
Hope you drop him.
Well, 20 hit last time, so it hits.
All right.
22.
He does not drop, but he is hurt. That's Morgan. He
Okay.
takes his bat, swings it right square into what feels like a kidney.
Oh no! That's not good.
You take 24 points of bat damage
Oh, that's not
as he crits you.
My kitties. That is not cool.
This has now become Earthbound, the RPG.
24. All right. I will attack the one guy in front of
Why do I have a
him.
token in here that's just a tower? When am I ever going to use that?
It's
As
actually
an
a damn
enemy?
good question.
As an enemy?
It's called the Wandering Tower, which suggests it moves.
Is it in the monster in the vault?
It's probably in the book somewhere.
Oh damn, we gotta fight a tower.
Maybe.
No, we gotta tame the tower.
I could use it as a siege tower.
It's a mount, obviously. I rolled a 4. You know what? I will. This dice hurt. I will.
Because those are my GM and dice.
I know.
They hate players.
They
with
hate
furious
players.
passion, especially when I'm playing. They really hate me.
I will. Action point.
Can't I ever roll crits when I'm playing this game?
3.
No, you crit against Waldo.
They really hate. Yeah, that's the thing. I only crit when I'm DMing. Different when
That's
I'm
the worst
playing.
time to crit.
Okay, I will do this as a minor. I will put corrosive sigil on your weapon, so whenever you hit anybody, they get ongoing 7 acid damage. I'm sorry, I tried.
No.
Here, take this instead.
Well, if they last long enough.
Exactly. I'm just gonna pack it in now.
Alright. You done?
Yeah.
Wait. You are up.
Encounter power, sky-shattering strike.
Woohoo!
I think that also moves you.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Move me somewhere safer.
He doesn't want to be next to enemies
So-
anyway.
No,
They're all
no, I do
pushed
not.
1 square away.
There you go.
In front, yeah.
Oh, I want to
Jump, land,
Bam!
It's worth noting this is the first time you guys have seen him do this, and he did just leap about 40 feet in the air. Actually, I think it's more like 50 feet in the air.
That should hit.
27 AC
Oh yeah.
with 29 damage.
Woohoo!
And ongoing 7 crows. Oh, 30 damage actually. And ongoing 7.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah. Head moonshot, kick so much ass.
So he just hammers right into the middle of this guy's poor bastard's torso.
And the pavement under it.
His armor does stop it from cutting him in half, but it does basically crack the
All these
ground under him,
internal
and there's now a
organs.
slight indent where he was sitting. He just sort of cough up some blood on you there. Or at least mostly blood. Some of it's drugs.
Ew.
Right.
Free drugs.
It's like a pinata.
Drugs.
When he does that jump too, basically this huge gust of wind kicks out from apparently nowhere under his feet, blows everything around him away, and knocks him way up into the sky. Also, I believe your weapon sparks lightning when it does that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This type deals thunder damage in addition to its usual damage type.
Thunder,
nice.
that's right. So it makes a huge echoing boom when you hit somebody too.
Sonic
Echoes
boom,
throughout the streets.
Sonic boom, sonic boom.
Alright.
This building collapses a little bit more.
Seeing that, this lady's gonna try and shoot wit.
Come at me.
These archers are not very effective. Yes, this is horrible.
I intimidated the arrow.
No, she tries to shoot you, but there's still like wind whipping around you, so the arrow just gets blown away off course. Right. Billy staggers to his feet,
Poor guy.
looking a bit shaky, but not like he's feeling a whole lot of pain.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
What he's gonna do is he's going to try and grab you.
The barbarian's not afraid of being grabbed.
20 versus your fortitude. I'm thinking no.
28.
Yeah,
No.
didn't think so.
It's also boosted if I don't have action points.
Billy will spend his action point to attempt to do that again. That is a better roll. That is 30 versus your fortitude.
Damn.
Is it a +3?
No, it's +2 to saving throws when I have no action
Oh,
points.
okay.
So 29. You hit.
I
Also, your defense is not a saving throw. It's worth noting. Or is it defenses and saving throws?
Oh no, +2 to saving throws.
Yeah.
Oh.
It doesn't affect your defenses. Anyway, now that he's got you grabbed as a minor action, he's gonna just, he basically gets you in a headlock and he can try and knee you in the head. He's considered to have combat advantage when doing this. He still misses though. He managed to sort of,
He coughs up some more blood.
he does. He coughs some blood directly into your face.
Oh.
You think you beat me? This
And
is the
now you have
fighting of my
drugs in your
people.
eyes too. Now you have drugs in your eyes too.
I'm rolling for this.
Oh, status effect drugged.
Do you get to have like a reflex roll to
19
see
on the die.
dodge the spittle?
That's like 33 versus your fortitude.
He now looks like a panda.
Does he now is Wit now enraged as well?
Not quite yet. But you did just get drugs in your system. Alright. Lurky kids. Alright. Angry kids. Let's see. So one's
Same
going
thing.
to go.
I don't want to be hit
4.
anymore.
They're both going to go after Hammer. That one's going to hit you. Because that's modified to 20 something. 33. Yeah, 33 AC is going to hit you.
Yeah, I would say so.
You take 22 points of damage. He
Okay.
shivs you in the back. The other one.
That is a lot of damage that I'm taking.
Not you. Frank.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, thank God, not me.
Thank
it's
God.
just my friend being
Just
stabbed.
thank God, he's got more HP. He's fine.
23 does not hit you, though. So the other one fails to backstab you in the face.
So it was 22 damage, did you say?
22, he said.
Yeah, I think so.
He's got ongoing 7.
Which
Billy?
Yeah.
one? Billy? Oh,
Billy
yeah.
hasn't moved yet, has he?
No, he did.
Okay.
Unless the drugs gave him immunity to acid. Wait.
Well, to be fair, his years of the life have given him a large tolerance to acid, but not that kind.
It's a different kind of acid.
I'm not sure you
Well, are you
build
sure
up
what
a
kind of
tolerance
acid
to
did you inflict?
Yes. Anyway, and the kids are done, so scraggly guys. One of them takes ongoing damage.
I like the ongoing damage.
This one is from having lots of splinters in his butt. He's unhappy. Scraggly. Yeah, he's gonna charge. He's gonna charge there.
Okay.
Go after Morgan. 25 AC.
Yeah, that would hit. I need to get out of there.
You take 14 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is
I'm
going to
bloody.
go after Render. 19 on the eye. You take 17 points of damage. Delicious nail bat damage. Just gets you right in the other kneecap. They're called knee breakers. They always go for the knees. You're slowed.
I am?
Both of you are. Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Osculate. Rangram, you're up. Would you like to dwarven heal yourself? As a minor action?
No, it's a free action.
Well, that one's a daily though. Dwarven one is a counter.
Free.
Because it just uses your second wind.
But that's a minor.
Yeah? Did you need your minor for something else?
Do I?
I don't know. Yeah, like, are you moving anywhere?
No, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, because you could just downgrade your move into a minor if you wanted to do that minor resurgence thing, right?
Heads up, I only have 36
Yeah.
HP.
So you could do that
I only heal
and
one
your
of us
dwarven
this
surge
turn.
and then hit
It's
something.
gonna be me. I'm sorry. I'm bloody.
50 gold.
Or
But
I could use
I'm
Inspiring
gonna
Word
die.
and
I'll
heal
move
myself
us
as
around
well.
though.
You could also heal someone else with that though.
Could you use
That's
a
what I meant.
shift
And
2?
again, it's a daily.
Yeah.
So
Either way, I'm going to be right up
Okay.
in somebody's face.
it's up to you.
Heal myself.
Go old dwarf.
That would be a heal of 42.
I'm gonna need to borrow like a 20
The cloak.
plus or curse.
Oh,
Curse.
that's right.
They're
That cloak that
cursed.
dwarves love.
But if there's ever a turn where you're not healing,
Yeah,
you know,
for
you roll
sure.
that daily that'll knock him on his ass.
I
I
don't
do
think
bonus prone damage.
Rangram is even better.
that sounds like a good idea. Actually, it's
Now-
an item daily.
Of the guys around
It
you,
doesn't cost me enough.
that guy's been hit the
an
most,
action.
but the other two kids are flanking you.
Yes, let's do that.
Both of them have taken
That
some
sounds
damage.
great.
See, I used my minor. I used my standard, but then I could move.
What did you use your standard for?
No, it use the standard for just attack,
Yeah.
and then I can move.
Yeah.
Because if I put this one prone, we'll be able to walk over him.
Technically yes, although he swung at you when you did it.
I can do that.
He is still slow, so.
I might still hit. Let's see, 16, 22, 23 versus AC.
Yep. They do not have great AC.
That would be 17 damage. Not prone.
Sort of, you hook your foot behind his leg and just hit him in the chest with, just punch him right in the chest and knock him over.
Instead of moving, can I do jump?
Well, that is moving.
Yeah. So
Do you want to be moved? I can
It was
move you on my
provoked by
turn.
from a bunch of people,
I
Yeah.
can move you on my turn. Don't
specifically
worry.
3.
Also, I think I've been grabbed by Billy, so I can't.
He's got you. Got you in a friendly headlock. He has dropped his sword on the ground to do this, though.
Well, if I don't move,
What you have noticed, though, is he's wearing spike knuckles.
Damn it!
Well, he came prepared.
You initially
He
thought it
came
was just
prepared.
part of like the guard of his sword, but you dropped that. They're still there.
Well, you know, if somebody hopped up on drugs and I was angry, he was prepared. I'll give him
Yeah,
that.
he's got initiative. Like
Normally-
if he
normally-
actually cleans himself up, you know, he can
He'd be a mob boss one day.
Normally he's not angry. Normally he's very laid back
Normally
and
he's
stoned.
very stoned and very
This
chill.
is not his normal poison.
See, if he got off the drugs, he could one day be a successful mob boss.
Let's be honest.
Successful, legitimate businessman.
Let's be honest. A successful mob underling. He wouldn't rise high.
Well, he'd arrive high, but
In many days he does rise high. Still stoned from the night before.
wait,
He's
I
just
can
from a
shift,
high.
right?
Yeah.
I can shift a square.
Yep.
So would I be able to shift this way because it's prone?
Yep.
Okay.
It would
that's-
put Morrigan with 2 friends being
That's okay. I'm gonna move myself
Could do
up.
that.
Yeah, I'll
That
move
works.
myself up. Okay.
Morrigan's turn.
Okay, let's get myself up. I'm
Wait, you're
going.
after Morrigan. You 3 basically act in block.
Noble presence. I'm going to shift 2 as a free action.
Mhm.
That takes my move action, which is kind of dumb. Doop. And then
I think it lets other people shift too.
yeah.
if you want.
It's me and one other guy, or two allies.
You can make Ragnar
And
shift
then
if you
I
wanted to.
will
can you make me
do
shift?
Are you able to make
No.
that shift?
one of you guys.
Well, you can't
I'm
make
grabbed
wit
up.
shift because he's grabbed, but he can make Rangram.
Oh. Yeah, Rango, do you want to shift anymore? You can shift up to 2.
Up to 2.
And both of us gain +2 to all defenses until the end of my next turn.
Far be it for me to make the suggestion, Rangram, but you might want to go there because your defender aura makes being surrounded by guys actually beneficial to you.
Can I borrow your d20? This one's cursed.
Well, I got a
I
wide
rolled
selection.
a 4 and it's 3.
I
I was
got
like,
pink
come
one.
on!
Thank
And then
you.
4 the round before.
Well, thank you. I hexed myself.
My,
This is
my
the one
fault,
I've been
my
reserving
fault.
for people who have to borrow dice.
Touches, right? Hey, pink! Okay, I actually have to roll the 20 a bunch of times because lightning bolt hits each enemy in a burst 3. Maybe I shouldn't have moved. Can I move after? I was here.
Yep.
I'll
Do
move
you
after.
need more d20s?
I don't know. It's each enemy in burst. Okay, let's see if I hit. I'll just go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. This guy, I did 26 against reflex.
26?
That one was
Yep.
that one was 17 against reflex. I don't think that hits.
Which one?
Billy.
That guy? No.
Okay. That one is 23 versus reflex.
Yep.
That one is 39, 29,
Okay.
29, and 29.
On this guy?
So I missed
You
that
hit
guy.
everyone but Billy.
I hit everyone but Billy. Okay, so for everyone else, they get 8 lightning damage, and they are dazed, save ends. Billy is half damage, so he's 4 damage, and he has ongoing 7 lightning damage, save ends.
And the ongoing acid, too.
Well, no, that's from your weapon only.
Ah.
But he still has it. He hasn't saved from it yet, I don't
Nice.
think. Yeah. And the after effect of this power is that each time they fail the saving throw, they get 5 lightning damage.
You said Billy took 4?
So everyone has ongoing 7 lightning damage, and when they miss, they take an additional 5. And then I move myself away.
And you said the guys that got hit are also dazed?
Yes. Oh, when I hit Billy, I will also use my.
You didn't hit Billy.
I didn't hit Billy. That is a shame. I do not have a action.
You have 1 action, right?
No, I've already spent it trying to reroll your die. So when on my weapon daily, it says when you hit a ranged attack target using this weapon, the target is pushed to and falls prone. Does that mean everyone that I've hit falls prone?
No, because that's not a ranged attack. It's a burst
It's a
attack.
burst attack. Okay. I will save that for later.
Alrighty.
Sorry, I didn't get him prone.
Wit.
So I'm going to try and break free. Is that a standard action?
It's a move action.
Oh, I was gonna heal too with my minor.
Either athletics or acrobatics. Probably athletics in your case.
Well, I rolled 20.
Nice. Managed to squirm your way out of Billy's grasp.
Okay. Am I still able to shift?
You spent your move action, so if you shift, then you're not attacking, but you could.
Then I'm just going to swing.
Alright.
I will heal you next turn.
34
Oh, yeah.
with 25 damage.
Nice.
Yay!
And I'm done.
Does he still have the ongoing acid and lightning?
Which one, Billy?
Yeah.
He has ongoing 7, I think that was acid, right?
Yeah.
And now, yeah, he didn't get ongoing lightning though.
He did. That was a missed effect too.
What does it do? How much is it?
Ongoing 7 lightning damage.
Okay.
Save ends. Yeah.
Archer lady. Going to shoot the lady who blew up in lightning. And miss, because she's terrible at her job.
She's just terrible at her job.
She really is.
You see, she needs glasses.
I think, yeah, she needs glasses. They fell off during her first turn.
Billy starts his turn, melts and electrifies himself a bit. And is then going to, he's in an aura now. He's going to try and grab Rangram.
So he's not going to try and grab which?
25 fortitude on Rangram.
Yes.
Right, you are grabbed. He's going to try and punch you in the stomach. 29 versus your AC.
Yes.
You take 17 points of damage,
And I'd forgotten
and
that.
you are dazed.
I'd
That'll be
forgotten
your
that
next
at
turn.
escalation. He takes 2 damage.
Okay.
Oh, I have not. Oh. Too bad. Would 19 versus reflex have hit Billy?
No.
Okay. Good to know.
Right, there I added 2 damage to everybody.
Yay,
Except
thank
only
you.
1 to Billy. Right. The lurking children. The angry children.
More like angsty teenagers. Trouble ponies.
Knives.
Devil
Knives from
Little goth makeup a little
That's
bit.
gonna be
Teardrop.
nice. That will hit you. You take 20 points of damage.
Counter power, media, take half. So I'm gonna take 10.
You take
How
10.
are you guys doing on health? I know you're bloodied.
One of them sort of comes around and he sort of shoves you in the back. You gotta turn around just as you do. The other one gets right in the side.
I'll also gonna spend my daily. It takes 5 damage and is immobilized.
Good for him.
How are you doing for health?
I'm at 42.
Okay.
But that means I'm bloodied.
Okay. Why do I have more hit points than you do?
I have no idea.
Because you didn't level up?
No, I did level up. I have 88.
Oh, okay. I was reading 69. I was like,
Yeah,
how
yeah,
does...
That's his hit points from like 4 levels ago.
I was like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, now that does. That does make sense. So I'll heal you guys next turn then. Or I can heal one of you and give the other one 20 temporary hit points. Do you get a bonus for staying bloodied?
No.
Not usually.
I just have one ability that
The first time?
immediately triggers when I'm bloodied.
Okay.
The worst part is being bloodied from a ranged attack.
Is it only the first time per encounter? Or does it trigger again if you get blood? Like if I heal you and you're bloodied again?
It must be
it must be, yeah.
Backlash attack is the first time you're
Yeah,
bloodied
okay.
during an encounter.
That makes sense, yeah. That
This
makes
guy will
sense.
attack you from the ground.
I'm going 5.
Those
Yeah, I
guys.
just did one more crap. 28 AC on you, remember?
Yeah. Looks like I need to boost my AC.
I'm actually just rolling well. I'm rolling like 16s on the dice. Generally, if 16 on the dice doesn't hit somebody, you're allowed to punch them in the dick.
Min-maxer?
With my character, I'm pretty sure like if I roll a 5,
You
on
only
the
take
die,
you only take 15 points of damage though. This guy is charging you with, and he's gonna trip and fall on his face. I'm actually gonna have him trip and fall on his face.
Yes!
For the tokens.
You're just giving me free pros now.
I'm basing that more on the fact you rolled a nat 1.
Oh, then, yeah, coming.
And they do need to make their saves though. Is the days a save ends effect or just days?
Save ends.
Okay. Saves against days. Saves against ongoing.
Ah,
Okay.
let me know
Still
when they
dazed,
fail. Yeah.
Still ongoing.
When they fail, they take 5 lightning damage.
Okay.
If I attack that prone guy, I'm doing base 25 before I roll in damage.
This guy's bloodied from Micro's backlash, I think. 2 is also bloodied.
Ongoing 7? Okay.
Billy Head is also bloodied. I just realized I haven't really been tracking this properly. There we go. Yeah, a lot of them are bloodied. That guy's not.
He's about to be.
He's barely been touched. Alright, Ranger, you're up.
Billy's grabbing me, right?
He is indeed.
Can I try to reverse the grab?
You can try to escape and then grab him. It would be a move action to escape and then a standard to try and grab him.
Escape and then hit him in the face.
No, he's going to take a thorn volley into the gut.
That's a ranged attack.
Mm.
You provoke from like 4 guys if you do that.
Okay. Wait,
You can, I'm just saying it's not a great idea.
Alright, fine, then I'll just try to escape.
It's athletics.
It's athletics. So, 19.
19. He remains resolutely grabbing you. He's tough to swim away from.
Do you want them moved away from you,
You
Ranger?
can still hit him even if he's grabbing you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? You want them moved away from you? I think I can do something like that.
There you go.
This will add power strike to the second power strike of the day. Not very hot rolls. 15, 16, 17, 18 damage. And he's slowed apparently. Oh, I still have minor.
I'm going to say, as you were doing this,
Huh?
you're sort of trying to pull away, he gets away. You belt him in the face, and he just goes limp in your arms.
Bonk, bonk.
That's a fancy way of saying you reduced him to 1 hit point, and he would have died when his turn started from ongoing damage. And that's a lot less climactic.
Well, I liked hearing that.
Yeah. Just so you know, technically you killed that guy.
Thank you.
Although in all honesty, I have a sneaking suspicion Wade would have hit him anyway.
No, I'm going for the prone guy first.
You're not grabbed anymore.
Woohoo!
You already used your move.
But I still have a minor.
You do?
Minor resurgence. Temporary 5 HP.
Morgan, you're up.
Okay, minus 1 Gale Force Infusion. I attack first to around an ally within 10 squares of me. So
Nice.
this guy. So that hits everybody.
Is it creatures or enemies?
Enemies.
Okay, good.
No, you
You
fool!
blow it.
No! Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 15 plus 13 versus reflex. 20.
Did you
So
add these?
I did not. 28. So 31 versus reflex on that guy.
Oh yeah.
14 plus 13 is 27 versus reflex.
Yep.
4 plus 13 is 17 plus 20 versus reflex.
Nope.
Okay, and 19.
Hmm.
That should hit.
You
And
hit
then
everybody except that knee
that
breaker.
one guy, and there's no missed effect. So, I hit them for 10 damage, and I slide each of them 2 squares. Oh, that.
13
Aha. And I slide them 2 squares.
Can you choose where to slide them?
Yes.
Get both of the prone guys right up to me.
This guy and this guy.
Yes.
1, 2. So he's over here, and he's over here.
Yes.
All right. Or do you want him in front? So he's not D-padding them.
Doesn't matter to me.
Right there. Okay. The ally in the attack's origin square, that's Rangram, gains a AC equal to +4 until the end of my next turn.
+4 AC.
Yeah.
Dude, you're almost unhittable.
Do I want to put ongoing 7 fire on them, or are they pretty ongoing already?
Nah,
I
why
have a lot of
not?
ongoing, but you
You can always add
more.
more.
Okay, sure. Everybody that I hit has ongoing 7 fire.
Okay.
I blew all my dailies today. I'm going back to sleep. I'm going back to bed after
That was
this.
fast.
Yeah. Oh, that was a long day.
It's worth noting that the guys you just threw ongoing on are the same guys who saved against it last time.
Oh,
So
yay!
they currently weren't taken.
Okay, that's good.
Right. I'm sure they're very happy that they got rid of that lightning only to be set on fire.
Yeah.
Alright, Wit, you're up. Got something set up.
Oh, don't have to tell me twice. Boom.
The unbloodied guy?
Oh, I was gonna
First.
heal you and give you 20 temporary hit points.
Giving me 20 temporary points.
20, and then you get a surge +5.
Okay.
You do not use the surge.
27 AC
Sure.
That was used.
with 32 damage. Plus the 5 from Headman's shot.
32 to this guy.
37.
37 to that one.
Yes.
And Morgan's going back.
You bloodied that guy.
Yay!
Correct.
Yep. Alright. Can the archer redeem herself? Going for, let's say, shoot her random. Why not? Hey, that's actually a roll that's not garbage. Although, given the rank.
Well, she's just shooting into mass of people and hoping it hits somebody.
Pretty
right
much,
now.
yeah. In that one, no one really stood out from her point of view.
Yeah.
So that one is 30 AC on Rangram.
31 AC.
Yeah, that's what I figured. As soon as I rolled that, I'm like, oh, that's a decent roll. Oh, he has +4. Oh, it's going to miss anyway, isn't it?
Aww,
Yep.
so close.
The archer
So
continues
close.
to be useless. The archer will never be useful. Billy cannot act due to a tragic condition of being dead.
Yeah, they'll cure that one day.
Kids burn horribly. And then decide to try and attack Rangram a bit more. Rangram, probably not going to hit you. 24 will not hit you. 26 rather. That one gets... Nope. 2 of them attempt to hit you, and what does your Gale Force infusion do? Make them spin around with the wind?
It does.
Yeah. They sort of try to get close to you, but they're being buffeted away by some kind of weird wind. They try to sort of flailing at you.
Stray arrow flaps him and
Straight
Side of
arrow
the head.
from the
Stray arrow
useless.
blows around and just bangs on his head.
Ah, my
Ow.
head! I
Yeah.
needed that.
Team Scraggly Thugs. Team Scraggly Thugs is going to stand up. I believe one of them's still dazed, so that's all he gets to do. But the other one,
Well, he was dazed from way back.
oh yeah, he's still dazed.
Oh, poor
He
man.
has had tragic luck when it comes to saving against things. He still has every condition on him.
That's really sad.
It's that little token that says everything. He
Yeah.
has everything
Yes,
right now.
everything.
I've considered him having everything token.
Well, that's all the AoEs that I have.
Okay. Alright. That one, 2. Both try and hit Wit in the back. One is 24 AC.
Nope.
Just don't even feel it.
26 AC.
Yeah.
For 18 points of damage. Yeah, so one of them basically took the highest swing with you and you just caught his club and you're like, ha ha ha. The other one hit you and the guy like,
Oh,
Right. Rangram. Beat up the small backwater teenagers.
Well,
They're
first
just
thing I'm going to
misguided
do
youth with no
is
role models in
shift
their
so no longer can
lives.
flank.
Who cares? Let's steamroll him.
And then attack this one.
Alright.
26 and 12 damage.
Did you add escalation?
Oh no, I do not. 16 damage.
With the escalation, you thoroughly just backhand him and he collapses. Alright. Morgan.
Which guy looks the healthiest?
That one.
Oh, aside
Leave her
one
alone.
of them around wit.
They're all bloodied, that's all
they're
you
all
know.
bloody. Okay. I'll just shoot one of them then. I'll attempt to shoot this guy.
Right.
Attempt is a powerful word. 16 plus 6 plus 4 is 26 versus AC. I hit him for 14 plus 4 damage is 18 damage.
Okay. I want to use my player-friendly dice.
That's okay. I like the pink one. Alright.
You shoot him.
Thunk.
Shoot him in the gut. He just sort of folds over, collapsing, twitching on the ground.
Maybe this person's just gonna run away now. It's just been not her day.
Wait.
None of them are prone, but oh well.
Don't worry, I have a plan for what she's doing on her next turn.
They're gonna trip over themselves trying to run away.
It's going to be a 50-50 shot of one of two things.
I swing at number 2. 26 AC.
Yep.
For 27 damage.
Plus 4?
Oh, 31 damage.
You thoroughly murder him. Cut him squarely in half.
Woohoo!
Seeing that her team of idiots has been reduced to only one guy, she actually does fire an arrow, but not at one of you.
Uh-oh, it's a beacon.
No, she fires an arrow at Billy, which sticks into him, and you can see there's a little note tied to it that says, "I quit."
I like
She's
this
going
one.
out that way.
Billy's corpse, you mean?
Yep.
Well, nobody's accusing her of not having a sense of
I write drinks on me, tie it to an arrow, then shoot it at her.
You hit her in the arm.
Yes,
Just
such a
collapse.
And medical bill too.
Turns out she's a minion, she just collapses in the
Oh, damn it!
Best letter of resignation ever.
Yeah.
This guy is going to, what's he said. So he's not drunk. He's drugged up enough that he's going to try and continue fighting you. He's going to shift away.
I can still shoot him. I can still shoot him.
Charge.
Yeah. Thorn volley. Boink.
Sure.
Hey.
Hey,
There you go.
there you go. In the back. Right in the back. Back of his neck.
Max damage too.
So that's about 19 plus 5, 24 damage.
Oh,
Why are these guys attacking us again?
Because Azazel pissed them off.
Because that's it?
Azazel pissed him off heavily. Basically, Azazel browbeat and threatened Billy like 3 or 4 times to get information, and he was sick of it. So he rounded up a bunch of his friends, got them thoroughly smashed on various narcotics, and then asked them to help him beat somebody up.
Well, they did tickle Azazel. In the
You
beginning
give
of the fight.
him a series of thorns, hits this guy in the back, and he collapses into the dirt. Do the other 2 of you care about her running away?
Not really.
Alright.
Nah.
She won't be back.
Yeah. She's seen the last of us.
She didn't have any personal hatred for you guys.
No, she was just in it for the money.
She was just being, no, she wasn't paid for money. With
Technically,
drugs.
she was in it for the drugs.
Drug money.
Although in her case, she was probably actually in it for money. Because
Yeah, she didn't look like she was drugged up.
she did not show any signs of drugs.
Yeah.
Anyway, you punching your hammer around for a while. You find out what that holy water you're stuck in did. It is a blazing smite ability. Only works against undead, but still handy.
Ooh.
Very nice.
It does a buttload of damage when you punch an undead.
I loot Billy's body
I will
for...
say also under its properties, you should add that you can basically treat yourself as having a shield, even if you're not equipped with one.
Ooh, then you can just ditch your shield then.
Your growth has basically spread over to this arm and got
It's just getting redundant
thick
with his
chunk
other
of bark
shield.
on there.
Yeah.
It's actually getting kind of bulky to wear your
Yeah.
shield.
Just ditch it. Sell it for money. I loot Billy's body for clues of where my brother might be. Where his hideouts are, where he's supposed to hang out. His wallet, his return address envelope, stuff like that. It's like his cloak is if found, returned to Billy's mom at something such and such cottage.
Return to secret Red Cloak hideout.
Reward.
Actually, something different happens. As you're about to start searching around for stuff, you see a familiar face.
Our drugged up guard from downstairs?
No. It is instead that woman you saw in the Scarlet Fox Tavern who
Yes.
was making a drop. She actually
Yes.
walks out of this alleyway doing this. Clapping at you.
Does she?
This cannot end
Is she?
well.
Still very mechanical in its movement, though.
Okay.
And she still has those same sort of dead eyes you saw before. She says,
Okay.
well done, well done. I had come here to looking for a couple of the crew that had gone wandering off onto some sort of demented revenge mission. Oh well, I was looking for some muscle for some work that needs doing. Looks to me like you lot will work out. She does recognize you as being allegedly members.
Hmm.
Well, the business over in the Hook Islands has gotten a bit heated.
Hook Island.
Hook Islands are near where you are, like lots of pirates hang out there.
Oh.
Is that
See.
really
I would never have guessed.
See, the really stupid part about this that I really hate myself for, initially I called them the Hook Islands when I was making a map. There were no pirates there, it was just islands. Then you got high and started babbling about Pirates of the Iron Isles, and I said, I should make the Iron Isles a place. I'll just change this to be the Iron Isles. But then when I told you about them, I mistakenly used the old name. So it was not originally a pun, but it became a stupid pun.
In your mind, it's already like ingrained that way.
Yep.
What a shame we don't have a fairy in our party.
We used to.
You did.
We did. Oh,
He's gone off into some nebulous ether realm.
yeah.
And by ether
you mean a
realm-
land that's never there?
No,
Neverland.
when I say an ether land, that's different from the aether. Ether is, he's getting high on ether. He's back at Billy's bar.
He never left.
He doesn't know what day it is. He thinks it smells like Tuesday.
He's actually in the little closet. He's just kind of snuck in there.
No, he found one of those grandfather clocks.
Oh,
and he's now
God.
just made it into a house.
No, he's trapped in the drug chest.
He's waist deep in shard sand. Which actually isn't a lot of shard sand for
It's just
In
way
his
time.
case, no.
Yeah.
Anyway, in ruffling through Billy's stuff, though, you do come across what looks like a hitter of dragon blood, if you want to take that.
A bit? What is it?
It's a dose of dragon blood.
Oh.
Do the drug.
Yeah, okay. I'll give it to Wit.
Presumably in case it wore off.
Seems like you're kind of...
What's it do?
Makes you super
Well,
aggressive.
considering somebody got sprayed in your face, you're going to find out firsthand pretty soon.
No, I don't want that drug.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
don't
staying
do
over...
drugs.
Yeah, well, I loot, and then I'm just kind of like...
I only do second-hand drugs.
I'm gonna go,
Anyway.
pick up my hammer before it gets lost.
Sure.
Put it in a holster or something.
The lady who wandered out has, would
She
like
had
to...
a name.
Yes, she did have a name. Her name was Alice.
Ah, yes.
Alice Gravelstroke.
Gravelstroke.
Her with her scale mail armor and big giant sword. Looking very much like she will cut you in half. Although not current.
Miss Malice.
Possibly.
They just call it that on Saturdays.
At the Bondage Club. This is what we call full circle. Now, as I said, the situation in the Hook Islands is getting problematic. The locals are not exactly... They're not helping the way they should. Suffice it to say, the fellows need some more boots on the ground, so to speak. So we're sending you lot.
Who
See-
are we fighting?
The locals, they're some sort of gangs of idiots. They don't seem to want us exploring around and doing the job we need to do.
How many can I kill?
All of them.
I'm starting to get all twitchy.
You are actually starting to get a bit twitchy. Your eyes sort of twitchy. Your eyes are getting kind of bloodshot. Your muscles are actually sort of tensing up, even when you don't really mean to. Basically, you've dosed yourself with murder, if you're curious.
Murder!
It's actually a drug in a clip
It's a drug in a clip's face. It's MRDR. Everyone calls it murder.
Nice.
It's like MDMA, except it makes you violent and crazy. Anyway, you lot will need to secure passage on a ship and make your way there as soon as you can. With that, she just turns around and starts heading off.
I was like, wait.
She's still
Alice?
walking. You want to stop her?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't stop her. I just kind of talk behind her.
Hmm.
Just kind of trail behind her. It's like, so what's up with the robotic movements, Alice? Is this Alice that I'm talking to? Is this someone else I'm talking to?
She's actually still walking away. She just sort of looks back and you go, robot? What? What are you talking about?
The way you're
She actually
moving
hasn't
around
stopped moving. She's like walking away as she talks.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Because I've noticed the way you're walking and talking is really odd. Is something... Are you in control of your own body? Or are you actually somewhere else?
I have perfect control of my body.
You said that with the inflections of your face, like your facial muscles.
The double meaning. Damn you!
Where do we find you once we're done?
You don't.
What's our payment?
You'll be paid on completion of your task.
I have
per
to
usual.
mount.
As per usual.
As per usual.
Keep in mind, she thinks you're a member of the group, so she thinks you know what you're supposed to be paid for jobs.
Where's our payroll office?
Where's our payroll office? Back at the secret base, of course.
Yeah,
Once
maybe you should go.
briefed
You know, yeah. Okay, so she's walking away, and I come back. Okay, guys, I think we should go to the secret base and get our employment situation all figured out before heading out to Hog Island.
We should totally wreck them first.
Sure.
We should go in there and we should cut everything in half.
Set everything on fire.
There's so many things here that are uncut in half.
Look at this axe. Look at this glorious axe. That sharp, sharp edge.
Turn it into a spear and stab yourself a couple of times just to make yourself really angry.
I offer you a mug of booze. Like, this might take the edge off.
Yeah, that's what you want it to be. Angry and uncoordinated.
I take the drink.
Is there anything else of value on any of the other
It reminds me of when
courses?
they had caffeinated alcohol a while back.
Caffeinated
Exists?
alcohol?
Yeah, I think they banned it, but yeah.
That doesn't sound like a very good idea.
It's not.
No.
See, instead of having, a drunk, you have a very active drunk.
So it's a depressant and a stimulant. That's not very good.
Well, seeing how business seems to be here, to go check
Let's
the
go
kiosk.
see.
What time is it anyway?
8.
8.
Oh.
What's the current events, I guess? Should I start putting up notices for my missing brother?
Notice looking for secret hideout.
Yeah.
Lost the key.
I will actually say, Rango, back when you were stuck your arm inside Waldo and wound up touching hedge,
Yeah. That was brilliant, by the way.
that was awesome. You should totally do that all the time.
Oh, by the way, I heard your part, was it far roam? Yeah, that's not cool. Not nice people there.
Technically, he's part Far Realm Gate.
Yeah, no.
He's part Far Realm, like a thing. It's almost like a sort of thing that separates two different things. Like, what do you call it? Like some kind of hedge
Some
kind of
kind of
thing.
hedge kind of thing. Oh, goodness.
Anyway, I'm going to say that when you were engaged in your little escapade, you did see a couple of more images, because at the time we were kind of short on time. But I'm going to say you got an image again in your head of that same knife you saw way back when in the barrow, along with those other items, that apparently found its way to the Hook Islands. You're basically going to see an image of the Hook Islands again. This time you're going to see a couple of guys in cloaks on a ship sailing over there at night. And chained to one of the masts is a kid who looks a lot like the kid that was chained up in that house way back when.
Which kid?
Her brother.
Oh.
No! Kind of flamboyant looking, long hair. Has like musical instruments tied up. Yeah, musical instruments strapped to his waist.
Why does that keep happening?
There's actually something even more odd about it when you look at him through your vision, which is you see him as having like weird sort of tendrils coming off of him,
Ow.
going into the ground, connecting to the boat through and spreading across the water everywhere.
Ow.
You're pretty sure that no one else on the boat seems to be able to see this.
That's not cool.
These sort of tendrils coming off him actually look a bit like the same sort of stuff that's growing on you.
Ew.
I got some bad news. We're killing your brother.
No!
And I'll do it for free.
Tendrils, like branches or roots, something like that. They're coming off of him and going sort of basically
But no one else
across
can
the
see
boat
it.
into the water.
No
No
one
one
else
else
can
seems
see
to be
it.
able to be aware of it.
Okay, well, Rango should be able to ask the tree about that.
We'll be your botanical buddy.
Nice. Alright, thanks.
He's your botanical buddy that's fun to be with.
Well, I won't be here for this
Oh,
next
that joke
few.
touched me.
Nobody kill my brother while I'm away.
Touch you.
I swear to God. Nobody kills my brother while I'm away.
I like how you guys are like, alright, we should book passage on a ship, and you've just completely forgotten that Azazel fell down a ramp.
We left him there.
You just leave him there.
Alright, see you
The
guys.
guard comes out and sees us. It's like, so what do we do?
What do we do with them?
Just roll them into the harbor.